Edison is out to win this game. I'll tell you, they've got they've got a 50-yard banner here that says, I don't know what it says. Something about success is guaranteed. I missed the whole thing. I don't know. They got enough paper there to wrap about 3 or 4 sides of beef. And I think they're out here tonight just to really do the number on the Saints. We'll see. Once again, we're taking a look at the length of that banner, and I'm going to click off the yards. I mean, that son of a gun is long. It is about 50 yards long. It's a beautiful banner. And I tell you, we'll get a shot over here at the Edison High fans. They've got a good group here. They have to come a long way. Captains, quarterback Dugren and Dunning, number 12 and 87. I couldn't.
Oh, we're on the field. We got everybody on out there. I'm getting myself organized with Gary Bachman as a cameraman and Dick Dijah here is going to try to MC and have a hamburger at the same time here. And we've got Edison has about 156 guys on their team, no, about 100 guys, and it's so doggone small. I don't think I'll want to have 69 guys, so I don't think I'm going to have a very much chance of sales going on. But there's a good starting program out there. Here comes out Edison. All right. Everything's wet. It's raining out there tonight. We're going to have a small crowd, but it's fantastic out there playing in the rain. We're going to split on back here. We're going to bring it on back around here to football. We want to thank the people that sponsor the youth football, sponsor the football team here and the boosters.
Are we on here, ready to go?
All right. We'll get the Saints come marching in. The marching in. Here comes the Saints. 54 is out in the middle, out in the front there. Number 54 is the first one to come in. Ken Gropetti. Oh, look at them guys. They are hot tonight. Look at them jived up. Oh my God, I got ham. A ham sandwich.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, prior to the opening kickoff, if you would please stand for our America as we say the Pledge of Allegiance. If you would go along with me.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're all set up here tonight. This is Santa Maria varsity against Saints against the Edison. Listen to this crowd. This is going to be the kickoff. Kicking off to Santa Maria on the ground. Coming on back down. 20. Oh! Brought down by 3. 26 is running back. Leonard de Guzman was the ball carrier. It'll be first down and 10 on the 27-yard line. So, Edison. Get good room in there.
Very true, Johnson.
All right, with Eddie Johnson at 32. Brought down to the 31-yard line. It'll be third down and about 6. High formation, like to split out. Take out there. He's got a good one pass. 87, got it completed. Got on down for first down. Flag in the play.
Piling on. All right.
Get him out of there. That's right. Rest of it, pound him on there.
88.
Late hit. All right, good for us. Yeah, they're looking good. 10 minutes and 42 seconds left in the first quarter. They'll put the ball down on the, where's the ball coach? The ref.
Major infraction. Against the Chargers.
Looks like it'll be down at about the 40-yard line. I don't know whether the referees are doing something down there. One back referee's coming back up. They're signaling back to him. We've got a good bunch of referees out there. What are they doing?
Why are they doing it from there? I don't know. Line of scrimmage, huh? What was Oh, I didn't get all that. That's a double, huh?
A double! That's a double one there. Late hit. That's a late hit. 30 yards. The ball will be, so the ball will be set down in the 37-yard line. First down and 10 for the SMHS Saints. They got good field position now. That's no problem. High formation. Flanker split out. Good fake up in there. Brought in about 4 yards down to about the 35-yard line.
Done initially by number 68, Matt Kelly.
High formation. Everybody's set. Gives out to Eddie Johnson. 99 in the backfield got him. Tackle came through and whipped on around.
Are they keying on him, Dick? How many guys got on him, right?
They got him. They got old Eddie down pat.
What?
That tackle came down through there. Came right on back around, got him from behind. All right, formation. Fumble.
We got it. Okay.
Third down, though, too.
There's a wait here.
Don't they go for it?
Fourth.
Yeah, fourth and about 9.
Fourth and
11. Going a fake punt.
Yeah, I heard that. We got it, Joe. Oh, no.
Bam.
Piling on. No.
Okay, the ball went back down to about the 37-yard line. Bad snap. That's when they start off on the 35-yard line in Santa Maria. Bernie Ames is going on down there, yelling back to something. Let's get something going up there. Doing I formation. Punt formation. Oh, 87 did a beautiful job down there. Chris Dunning. We had a talk with Chris Dunning before in the JVs, and he says, we're just going to give him hell. So Chris made a good stop that time. Looking for Chris, he had been gone. The ball will be spotted on the 21-yard line of Santa Maria. It'll be first down and 10. Brought down initial contact by number 51. Lonnie Tacat had a talk with him before the game, and he says, hey, no problem, we're going to do our job out there. And they're doing their job too. So the ball will be second down and about 6 yards. Ball will be spotted on the 17-yard line. Quarterback keeper. 21's got him. He missed him. 45 took him out of bounds. Jack Garcia. There'll be first down and goal. Sit on about the 10-yard line. Negative. On the 5-yard line we sit on. All right, the ball set up on about the 7-yard line. About the 7-yard line. Timeout was on Edison. Everybody's looking good. Quarterback, I formation. Everybody set up and tight except for the split. Coming through, give it number 5. Brought down by number 12, Doug Jigrin. So it was a gain of about 3 yards. Bring it on down to about the 3-yard line. So second down and 3. 7 minutes and 20 seconds left in the first quarter.
Left to play first quarter. Wide out to the right side goes Brad Hatchkin. Timeout now taken by Edison. Edison didn't like what they saw defensively, and the quarterback, John Nowotny, elects to spend a timeout here. We'll keep it here for the moment and give you some of those other scores that we passed along. Giants and Dodgers scoreless in the second inning. The Padres leading the Braves 3-2. And that is after 3. Other high school football action. In the second quarter, Lompoc was leading Foothill of Bakersfield, Foothill of Bakersfield 17-0, and also playing in the second quarter, Arroyo Grande leading Arvin by a score of 7-3. We'll try to keep you updated on the other ball games as we go along as well. Here we are scoreless with 7:05 left to play in the first quarter. Edison knocking on the door, second and goal from the Santa Maria 3-yard line.
Jeff Hibbs carried the ball 3 times in the game, picked up 23 yards. His first carry was a 16-yard gainer for a first down.
So Nowotny has the Edison Chargers in their white jerseys back in the huddle. The rain has just about stopped for right now, although it has been an intermittent rain throughout the evening. Wide out to the right side goes Doug Bainan. Double tight end for Edison with backs and an eye. Second and goal from the 3-yard line. Nowotny down over center, moving on the line, no flags to give to Hipp. He's in, touchdown. So the Edison Chargers drive 38 yards on how many plays, Ken? 5 plays. 5 plays, 38 yards in their first possession. Edison is on the board with a 6-0 lead. Chris Brunzi to point, and he will do so out of the hold of Keith Jarrett, who is the backup quarterback for Edison. There's the snap. It's high. The ball's dropped. Jarrett rolling to his right, throws into the end zone. It's good for a 2-point conversion. On a bad snap, the holder, Keith Jarrett, who is the backup quarterback, threw into the end zone to the wide receiver, Doug Bainan, for a 2-point conversion.
Edison 8, Santa Maria, nothing. They looped on around to, he got out of the way, brought it on back around, and still got it off, being out of, and that was one heck of a play. The MC there for the game, so we're all prepared as far as people talking here. Okay, it's a kickoff. It's a onside kick. 21.
And it goes out of bounds at about the 35-yard line, and the Saints take over in pretty good field position.
Good play by Tony Lewis to knock that ball down, keep it from going all the way down to about the 10. He knocked it down and actually fumbled it out of bounds, and the Saints get the ball in relatively good field position at the 35.
First and 10 Saints. Pete Dugarin, the quarterback for Santa Maria. They run mostly out of the eye. They will shift out of that occasionally. We might see them go to something different, and we get them in the eye right now. De Guzman wide to the left. The give is to Eddie Johnson. Eddie Johnson is hit and dropped after no gain right at the 35-yard line. Matt Kelly, 6'1", 185-pound senior defensive end, up to make the stop for Edison.
3 carries for Eddie Johnson, 2 yards, and Edison's defense has really been all over him.
Well, the offensive line has opened up absolutely nothing, though, to this point either, Ken.
You got some big guys at the point there.
Got to give him some sort of a hole to get started with. With the wet field, it's doubtful Johnson can get outside, so they have to have the hole. Back to throw is Dugarin on second down on play action. He's got the tight end Dunning open. It is complete. He's knocked out of bounds at about the 42-yard line. A pickup of 7 on the pass play to Dunning, and it'll be third down at about 3 for the Saints at their own 42.
They've used that play twice, and that play's been wide open both times. They picked up pretty good yardage on it.
Dunning now has 7 receptions on the year. He's the leading Saints pass receiver on the year. He and Tony Lewis and Leonard De Guzman all came in with 5 catches apiece before tonight's game. Third down and about 2.5. The Saints have the ball at their own 47.5-yard line. Again, De Guzman goes wide to the left. Saints moving left to right. The give is to the fullback, and that's Ortega. He drags a couple of tacklers with him for a first down out across the 45 to the 46-yard line. A very good bit of running by Ted Ortega. No hole there. He just carried the Edison defenders on his back.
Strictly powered by the 6', 200-pound Ortega. It was enough to get the first down.
At the 46-yard line of Santa Maria, the Saints have it. The clock running with 6:17 left to play first quarter. If he just joined us, Edison leads by a score of 8-0. Baxton and I, double tight end for Santa Maria. Back to throw is Dugarin on play action. In and out of the hands of Tony Lewis, who was open over the middle at the 45 of Edison. But that slippery ball, and Tony was just unable to keep it alive first quarter. Casares comes out of the ball game. Into the game with the play is fullback Ted Ortega. Again, De Guzman goes wide to the left side. And again, Tony Lewis lines up as a tight end. On the option, Dugarin keeps the ball. No, he handed it off. Excuse me. He did hand it off, and Dugarin gave it to the fullback Ortega, who got about 3 yards to the 48-yard line. Give him 2 on the carry. It'll be 3rd and 8. Dugarin really picked me up with that option.
Put on a good fake, and he got it.
Ball was spotted on the 48-yard line.
Number 68, the outside tackle, Matt Kelly, thought he had the ball, or at least was going to make it look like he thought so. 3rd and 8 from their own 48. Dugarin, a quick pass to the outside. He's got Lewis for a first down at the 40 of Edison. Just a quick pass out to the left side to Tony Lewis, who was lined up wide for the first time tonight, and it's the Saints' first down at the Edison 40.
Saints more success through the air than they've had on the ground. That time, Dugarin just took 1 step back and hit Lewis. 12 yards and a first down.
Well, I think the corners for Edison have really been cheating a bit and coming up real close to the line of scrimmage to tee off on Johnson, and those passes might loosen up that defense just a bit. Dugarin back to throw on first down. Rolling to his right. Down the right side for the intercepted. No. Dropped. Out of bounds. Almost picked off by number 21 for Edison, Steve De La Rosa. And they have bought out Motel 6 for the night.
Good budget.
Yeah, De Guzman wide to the left side, double tight ends for the Saints. On 2nd and 10. The give to Eddie Johnson. He is hit and dropped. Maybe a loss on the play. It will be a loss back to the 41-yard line. And it's going to be 3rd and 11 for Santa Maria.
I think he slipped more than really being hit. It looked like he's going to make a cut, but he just fell right down.
4:55 left to play here in the first quarter. 8-0 Edison. Santa Maria trying to keep this drive from stalling. They are at their own 41-yard line. Wide out to the right comes DeGuzman. Dugrin on the option, pitches to Johnson, trying to get around the right side. A good block by Dunning, but Johnson cut it inside and got to only the 40-yard line before being dropped. And I think if Eddie Garcia is in the punt, the last time the snap from center Leonard DeGuzman was a bit high, and the Saints turned the ball over at the 38, and Edison marched it in. That's a good snap. Garcia gets a low kickoff, but a fair catch is signaled for and made at about the 13-yard line by Edison. And that was number 32. 3:55 left to play here in the first quarter. 8-0 Edison. They're moving right to left. They have wideouts left and right, Baxton and I. On first down, Nowotny, the quarterback. John Nowotny, a senior. He gives to the tailback. Coming across the right side, he's got some room across the 20, out to the 24-yard line. That was Mike Gray, the ball carrier, and a penalty flag goes down long after the play was over. That was number 20, the ball carrier, was it not, Kenny? Mike Gray? I think, yeah, that was Mike Gray, the ball carrier. And we have a face mask being called, I believe, against the Santa Maria Saints. They're conferring with Nowotny, the quarterback for Edison. So we're going to have 15 tacked on to the end of this.
Kind of a delayed call on the face mask that time.
Yeah, it was long after the play was down. He was a bit delayed, but nevertheless, a face mask is being called. They spot the ball at the 38-yard line, 1st and 10 for Edison. Doug Nelson tells us that Arvin has now gone ahead of Arroyo Grande late in the second quarter by a score of 10-7. 17-0. Lompoc is leading Fiddle of Bakersfield at last check. 3:38 left to play here in the first quarter. 8-0 Edison. They have the ball 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line. Slot to the right side, Baxton and I for Edison. The give is to the tailback, and he is out across the 45, breaks the tackle, out to the 46 or 7-yard line. Vern Wallerick, the ball carrier that time for a knee or an ankle on the left leg, and he is being assisted off the field as he limps off somewhat under his own power, mostly under his own power, we would have to say. And at the 46-yard line, 2nd and 2, Edison in their own territory, moving right to left across your KSMA dial. Again, wing back to the right. Now he comes in motion. Baxter and I. The give again to the tailback. This time it's hit. He breaks the tackle at the line of scrimmage across midfield into Santa Maria territory at the 48-yard line and the first down.
Hip again, split off a couple tackles. Pretty good running.
Jeff Hipp, 6'1", 215, a senior tailback. You don't see too many 215-pound tailbacks in high school. Wide out to the right side goes Hatchkin. Wide out to the left comes Doug Bainan. Baxter and an eye for Edison. The give is to the tailback. Hipp straight up the middle. He's inside the 40, inside the 35 at the St. 34-yard line, and another first down for Edison.
Couple of arm tackle attempts on Hipp, and you can't do that with Hipp because he's pretty big and pretty powerful, and he just ran right through the middle of them again for their first down.
Edison again. Jarrett, the holder, threw it into the end zone to Bainan for the two-point conversion. 1st and 10, Edison. Inside Santa Maria territory at the 34-yard line. The give is to number 18, the tailback, Vern Wallerick this time, and Wallerick is stopped for no gain right at the 33-yard line.
Jeff Jeffries made a stop Wallerick before he got anything going at all.
Wallerick is also a flanker for Edison, but he has been used as a tailback on 3 or 4 occasions now tonight. Bainan goes out of the ball game. Coming wide to the left this time is a new wide receiver in, number 6, Greg Gibson for Edison. Baxter and an eye, wing to the right side. Now in motion to the left comes number 85, Rob Fency. The pitch is into the backfield to Wallerick, and he is hit and dropped off the line of scrimmage. Maybe lost a yard. Penalty flag goes down after the play, thrown by Bill Chatterley, the umpire, and it was long after the play. He's explaining what he's called now to referee Gus Froelich, and Froelich will decide which captain he needs to confer with. He has not called anybody over yet. He's still asking Chatterley for the explanation on the call.
Bonnie Teacat made the initial hit on Wallerick and really...
Personal foul, Edison.
Personal foul both ways.
Both ways, okay, offsetting penalties after the play. so the play will stand. It is 3rd down and 9. The ball at the Santa Maria 30-foot. They bring the big guy in, Jeff Hipp, at tailback. Brent Riederick is the fullback. They send wideouts left and right, backs in and I. Milwaukee calling signals, a long count. Play action, rolling to his right, looking to throw, going deep down the right side. The pass is caught inside the 5-yard line. The pass complete to Brad Hatchton, a 6'5", 180-pound junior, and he beat Leonard DeGuzman inside the 5, and DeGuzman is pleading for an offensive interference call down there, but in all honesty, I don't think so.
I think he was just out-jumped that time. Hodgkins is, you say 6'5", and Leonard DeGuzman at 5'8" really didn't have much of a chance to out-jump him. DeGuzman did have good position on him, though. 1st
and goal, Edison at the Santa Maria 3-yard line. Again, it's Hipp in at tailback. Milwaukee, the quarterback, with a wide out to the right side. Double tight ends. The give is to the fullback, and that is Riederick. Riederick gets about a yard to the 2-yard line. It'll be 2nd and goal with the clock running. 44 seconds left to play here in the first quarter. Edison is very impressive.
Yeah, they really seem to really been on.
And 1980 come into this ball game with a record of 1-2. Milwaukee, the quarterback, gives the ball to Hipp. Hipp is good at the line. He draws a couple of Saints players down to about the 2, so he got back to the line of scrimmage. It's going to be 3rd and goal from the 2. That'll be the last play here in the first quarter, and they'll move it to the other end of the field. So there's a break in the 8th. Santa Maria, nothing. A seed over the San Francisco Giants.
Offense, Santa Maria 38.
They send Hatchkin wide to the left side, double tight ends, and backs are in an eye. Milwaukee all the way at quarterback. He's a returning senior and all-leaguer last year for Edison. The give is to Hipp. He goes in standing up. Oh, they made that look easy. Touchdown.
Big hole on the left side, and there's nobody to stop Hipp. He went in unmolested.
The left side of that offensive line for Edison is Dennis McGowan at 6'2" and 250. And the left guard is Jim Painter at 6'2" and 210. And the other tight end they run in. The give is a keep instead by the quarterback Milwaukee, and he is dragged down near the 10-yard line, so the conversion is no good. We'll keep it here for the moment. We have 11:50 out in front of the Santa Maria Saints. Ken, what have you got for first quarter stats?
1 yard. Vern Wallerick, 4 carries, 16 yards. John Nowotny throwing 1 of 1 for 31 yards. That pass to Brad Hatchin down near the goal line to set up his last touchdown. For Santa Maria, Eddie Johnson, 5 carries, 2 yards. Pete Dugan, 1 carry for -2. Robert Casares, 1 carry for 3 yards. Ted Ortega, 3 carries for 6 yards. They had 1 bad snap and lost 25 yards in a punt. Pete Dugan throwing the football 3 of 5 for 29 yards.
Edison leads at 14-0. The stats certainly bear that out. 101 yards total offense for Edison to 38 yards for Santa Maria. Eddie Johnson held to 2 yards so far. He's back deep to receive the kickoff. Eddie will break it loose at some time during the game. I'm almost certain. There's Brazil's kick. Again, a ground ball. They try to keep it away from Eddie Johnson is what they're doing. And an up man, Robert Casares, falls on the ball at the Saint 37-yard line, where they'll take over 1st and 10. It is very funny to me this evening. It's 2nd and 3 for Santa Maria at their own 44-yard line.
Might take something like that to boost the Saints' confidence a little bit.
Eddie really hit that opening quickly. 2nd and 3. DeGuzman wide to the right. Backs in an eye. The give is to the fullback. Casares straight up the middle. A big hole. He's up to the 49 of Edison. Well, Santa Maria's offensive line has changed things around here as they begin to open up some good holes here in the second quarter. Trailing in the ball game by a score of 14-0. 1st and 10, Santa Maria at the Edison 49-yard line. DeGuzman wide to the right side, backs again in an eye. To give to Eddie Johnson up the left side. A stutter step, breaks the tackle. Inside the 45 to the 44-yard line. A pickup of 5 for Eddie Johnson and a very nifty run.
Edison that time using just 10 players. Their 11th player was tussling in toward the end, but he never got closer to the sideline.
2nd down and 5 for the Saints at the 44 of Edison as they begin to move now offensively. DeGuzman wide to the right side. Again, double tight ends for the Saints. They give to the fullback, Casares, straight up the middle. He gets to maybe a yard to the 43-yard line. It's going to be 3rd and 4. Stopped in there by inside linebacker Jim Painter, a 6'2", 210-pound linebacker. Painter is a senior. Casares comes out. Back into the game, Ted Ortega with the play. You were saying, Ken?
There was a hole there for a second for Casares, but Painter filled it up nicely.
DeGuzman wide to the right. Again, double tight ends for Santa Maria. 3rd and 4. On the option, Dugarin keeps the ball mixed up in the backfield. He's dropped for a loss back at the 46-yard line. So it's going to be 4th and long now for Santa Maria. Back at their own 46-yard line. A loss of 3 on that play.
There's a lot of traffic around Dugarin, too. He really had no running room. I think he ended up tripping over a man who was already on the field.
4th and 7. Dugarin's going to come out, and Santa Maria's going to kick the ball away again. And now it's Chris Dunning in to do the punting instead of Jack Garcia. Leonard DeGuzman centers on all special teams for Santa Maria. The deep men back for Edison, 2 of them. Dunning gets a high kick away. It is taken all the way back to the 10-yard line. Up to the 15. He can't get around Tony Lewis, who bulldogs him down at the 15-yard line. The ball carrier was Eric Wheelwright on the return. Was it 32 or 82, Ken?
I thought it was 87, but I don't think we have an 82.
No, it had to be 82 or 32. 82 would be Greg Garrity, listed as a linebacker, but he was the man who returned for Chris Dunning. A 5-yard return, Edison. 1st and 10 on their own 15-yard line. Wide outs left and right. The big tailback, Hipp, is in the ball game. Jeff Hipp. The give is to Hipp off the left side. No, it's a bootleg keep by the quarterback, Nowotny. As he fakes to Hipp, he can't get around the outside. Picks up a couple of yards out to about the 17-yard line, where it'll be 2nd down. Penalty flag down on the play. Going against Edison, I do believe.
Bobby Watson did a fine job of getting out there and stopping Nowotny after a short game.
Clock stopped at 8:55. Holding is the call against Edison. The Padres continue to lead the Braves 3-2 after 6 innings. The Dodgers leading the Giants 2-0 after 3. High school 10 at the half. Here it's 14-0 Edison. They take the penalty. The ball back to the 7.5-yard line, where it will be 1st down and a long 17 for Edison. Nowotny back to throw on play action, rolling to his right. He throws. He's got an open man. Incomplete is the call at about the 14-yard line. That was number 42, Brad Hatchkin, out of the backfield, 6'5", 180, a junior. On the coverage for Santa Maria out there was number 50, Jeff Jeffries. The white-clad Edison Chargers back up to the line. They send wide outs left and right and a slot to the left. One back in the backfield with quarterback Nowotny. Back to throw is Nowotny. Quarterback draw straight up the middle. Now he cuts it to the right side out to the 14. Fumbles the ball. It's loose. He falls on it back at his own 11-yard line. So a play on a quarterback draw that looked to be out to the left goes Hatchkin. Double tight ends, backs in an eye for Edison. Nowotny dropping straight back to throw. Gives on a draw, and the runner slips and falls. That's number 18, Vern Wallerick, and he just slipped and fell on his very, very, very wet turf.
He was destined to get quite a few yards that time, but looked like number 64.
Is the punter, John Nowotny. A good snap, plenty of time. Nowotny gets a pretty good kick away. It's taken by Watson at his own 45. Around the left side, he is dropped at about the 42-yard line. So good coverage by Edison. They come out of that pretty well.
Number 9 for Edison, man, we get to stop. That's Greg Perrick.
That was a pretty good punt coverage by the Edison Chargers.
The end zone all the way up to the 45.
Turned out to be about a 33-yard punt with only a 3-yard return. Backs in an eye, wide to the right is DeGuzman for Santa Maria. To give to Johnson, hit and dropped at the line of scrimmage, maybe lost a yard. Number 99 for Edison. In on the hit, that was Grant Ice, 6'1", 185. Oh, they're not going to give much progress at all. Oh, I see where they're spotting it. And they spotted at the 44. That is a loss of 2 yards on the carry for Eddie Johnson. And it's going to be 2nd down and 12 to the Saints. DeGuzman wide to the left. Backs in an eye. Play action. Dugan looking to throw. He's got time. Rolling to his right. He's got a man open. It's Dunning, the tight end. And did he catch it? Tony Lewis came up with it, the wide receiver. The pass just went over Dunning's head. And Tony Lewis, the tight end, came up with it on a diving, rolling catch for a first down at the Edison 20.
They were both in the vicinity that time. It looked like Dunning had a chance at the ball, but just out of his fingertips, Tony Lewis was right there to catch it in a 23-yard gain, first and 10 on the 21.
Tony's been a big play man for the Saints all year. His pass receptions have averaged 33.4 coming into the ball game. First and 10 Saints at the 20. There's a pitch to Johnson on the option. He's got some movement on the left side. He gets it. Eddie Johnson gets that one just about on his lonesome. He got outside, and once he got outside, a couple of stutter steps, he cut back inside and left Edison out to dry in the rain.
He followed his two blockers he had.
And old Eddie would get it going before the night. 5:51 left to play. There's a snap. It's a good one. The kick is up. It looks good and is. There's a break in the action. 5:51 left to play in the second 7.
The hitching post has done it again. There's something new. You see, for over 30 years now, the hitch...
That's Wallerick. And also number 3 is deep, and that is Danny Goodwin. So they don't do anything they told us they were going to do. Dunning gets the kick away. It is taken by... It was taken by number 3, Danny Goodwin, and Goodwin started to run upfield, and then we had a whistle that stopped him.
I think he went down to one knee to catch the ball.
Okay, so he was ruled down by the referee, Gus Froelich, way back at the 9-yard line. It's going to be first and 10 for Edison back at their own 9, and it's a good thing for Santa Maria because when they gave it on a reverse to the other back coming around, he was wide open down the right side.
He sure was. I was kind of confused myself.
After 4 innings, the Giants and Dodgers, the score remains the same. LA 2, San Francisco nothing. After 6.5, the Padres continue to lead the Braves 3-2. 13-3, Atascadero leading San Luis Obispo with 3 minutes left in the first half. Greg Nelson keeping us up to date on all the scores and all the action in sports. First and 10, Edison from their own 9. The give is to the tailback. He breaks a couple of tackles out across the 15 to about the 17-yard line. And that again is Big Jeff Hipp, the ball carrier. He's pretty awesome out there, Ken.
Sure is. He just bowled over a couple of tacklers that time before Ronnie Teacat wrestled him to the ground.
5:31 left to play here in the first quarter. That was a pickup of, so where'd they mark it? 16-yard line, so a pickup of 7. Second and 3 for Edison. They send Hatchkin wide to the right side this time. Out to the left is Doug Bainan. They give again to the tailback Hipp. They drag him by the jersey, by the legs, and still he takes tacklers with him out to the 19-yard line and close to a first down. They're going to have to measure, I believe.
Cepeda, Junior Cepeda was the man that was dragging him. He had him by the back of the jersey and he got drug about 3 yards.
Mike Andrade, or David Andrade rather, back in the game for the Santa Maria Saints, and that's good news. David came off the field injured a little bit early. Lon McCarron of KCOY up filming highlights tonight. Pass along that word to us, and you can watch the highlights with Lon on KCOY. Was it a first down?
Yeah,
yes, it was. It's first and 10 at the 19 for Edison. Nowotny has his Edison Chargers up to the line. We're playing in the rain. Edison moving left to right. Back to throw. He's dropped as he throws. He throws it incomplete. That was almost a lateral.
It's hard to tell from this angle, but it was awfully close. Tony Lewis had a hold of Nowotny as he was trying to get rid of it.
So credit Lewis with a big defensive play and a great big offensive play, too, on that 23-yard pass reception during the touchdown drive for Santa Maria. They rule it down right there.
It did rule it a lateral.
Okay. They ruled it a lateral. Second and 15. They're back at the 14. Nowotny to throw. Out to the right side. Pass is complete. Across the 35, out to the 36-yard line to Doug Bainan, the flanker, at 6 foot. Linebacker, outside linebacker for the Saints, had turned around to look at the ball. He'd have picked it up.
He was watching Bainan run his pattern and all that. Bainan just jumped up and caught the ball above him.
Andrade again comes off the field. First and 10, Edison. The ball at their own 36-yard line. I think I miscalled it and said the 46. It's the 36-yard line. The give is to Hipp, the tailback. He is hit and dropped, and he still drags tacklers forward out to the 38-yard line.
He just keeps battling, doesn't he?
He never did really go down. They just finally blew the whistle on him.
They kind of held him up in the pile there.
Boy, he is powerful. They list him at 215. I think he might be a bit bigger than that, Ken. What do you think? He's as big a tailback as I've ever seen.
Very strong lower body, too.
Wide to the right on 2nd down and 8 for Edison comes Brad Hatchkin. Wide to the left is Boehner. Back to throw is Nowotny. The rush is on. He has to get rid of it in a hurry as Chris Dunning and Junior Zabeda hit him from. He just got rid of that in self-protection.
Yeah, he did. He threw it in general direction of Jeff Pip that time, but the ball's about 10 yards over his head.
Saints shot their 2 middle linebackers on the blitz that time, and it was very effective.
3rd and 9, big play for the Saint defense here.
They have to get out to the 47. They have it at the 38-yard line. Backs are in an eye. Hip is out of the ball game now on a passing situation. Nowotny back to throw. He's hit as he throws, incomplete. Intended out there and broken up by Jack Garcia. Intended for the tight end. And the Saints have to get a big lift out of holding Edison defensively.
Jack Garcia was the man that put the heat on the quarterback.
It does read, and they don't have an 83 listed, so we don't know who that might be. Gets the kick away. It's a short punt, and it bounces at the 40. It takes an Edison roll down to about the 34-yard line, where Santa Maria will take over 1st and 10 at their own 34. So that's a 27-yard punt with no return.
They're going to mark it up a little bit where it hit the Edison player, though, down. Look at their kicking charts in their program. They are 5 or 6 deep with their kicking charts.
Yeah. 1st and 10 Saints. Duguerin brings the red-clad Santa Maria squad up to the line. 3:31 left to play and a half. They trail 14-7. There goes Eddie Johnson off right tackle. Out across the 45. Across midfield. And down to the 49-yard line. He's finally gang tackled there. It's a 1st down for Santa Maria. A 13-yard pickup for Eddie Johnson.
2 timeouts left for Santa Maria. 3:19 left in the half. They got lots of time to score.
Man, I'll tell you, Santa Maria is making that initial are in the 5th inning. Santa Maria with 1 timeout left now. They have it 1st and 10 at the Edison 49-yard line. The Guzman wide to the right side. The give is to the fullback, Ted Ortega. He gets a yard, maybe 2, up to the 47-yard line, they say. A pickup of 2, and it's 2nd and 8. The clock continues to run. A stop in there made by middle linebacker Jim Painter at 6'2" and 210. Ortega comes out shaking his right arm just a bit. He seems to be okay. Casares comes in. De Guzman comes wide to the left on 2nd and 8. Duguerin on the option, rolls to his left, gives it to Johnson, puts it inside, he's to the outside, still on his feet, and drops it about the 35-yard line. 1st down, Santa Maria.
Seems like he can do whatever he wants right now. He made a great move right at the line of scrimmage, and Edison tackles there waiting for him. That was Grant Ice waiting to stop him. He just put a fake on him, and he picked up 12 yards.
On the option, Duguerin pitched it to Eddie Johnson, and he got outside much more quickly than Edison could react defensively. 1st and 10, Santa Maria at the Edison 35. 2:30 left to play in a half. Saints have a timeout left. They give to Johnson. Breaks to the hole on the left side. Inside the 30. He's getting away from the man. He's going on. It's there, Eddie Johnson. I'll tell you what, that kid's great. Eddie Johnson. I can't say his name enough. What a move that was of a would-be tackler at the 20-yard line and went all the way in for a 35-yard.
Just settled for that 10-yard gain, but he made a great move on that guy. He just spun off him, and he had nothing but daylight after that.
They sell cars with the word awesome. Eddie Johnson is awesome. Ordonez in to try the extra point to tie this thing up. A good snap. The ball's down. It looks good. It is. There's a break in the action. 2:17 left to play. Umbrellas up. They're on their feet. We'll keep it here right now. Darryl Castrava, the engineer, back at the KSMA studios. 2:17 left to play in the half, and the Saints have fought back from a 14-0 deficit and have tied this game up at 14. Our makeshift umbrella above us in the press box. Johnson Johnson had only 2 yards in the first quarter, and right now, Ken, he's got what?
92 yards right now.
90 yards of rushing in the second quarter and 2 touchdowns for Eddie Johnson. Ordonez to kick off. An onside attempt. It does not travel 10 yards. It's knocked out of bounds by Edison, however, just on the Edison side of the 40-yard line. Up at 14. First and 10, Edison. Wide out to the left side. Slot to the left as well for the Chargers. Now they slot to the right. A double slot formation for Edison. Milwaukee back to throw on first down. Plenty of time. He's going deep down the right sideline. Incomplete. In and out of the hands of the tight end, Rob Fency. Been caught, however, by Fency. It was in and out of his hands, and it was all the way down to the 25 of Edison again sends a man wide to the right, a slot to the left. Now they shift back into that double slot. Movement on the line of scrimmage before the snap, and they'll blow the play dead, and Edison will be penalized 5 Ehrlich, and he signals procedure against Edison. So that will take it back to the 45-yard line, where it will be 2nd and 15 as the rain continues to fall here at Santa Maria High School. But you can... Edison back up to the line, moving left to right. 2:10 left to play in the first half of a 14-14 tie. Slot to the left and right once again for Edison. Same alignment. Milwaukee dropping straight back to throw. He throws. He's got a man open over the middle. It is complete inside the 30-yard line to the 28. And a first down for Edison. The pass to Brad Hatchkin, the wide receiver to the left side on that play. The clock stops at 2 minutes to move the chains on the first down. The ball right at the 30-yard line. The nose of the football just inside the 30. Let's call it the 30. That happening down in San Diego. Here is first and 10 Edison. Milwaukee to throw over the middle pass, incomplete. A good hit by, is that Watson in there?
Jeffries.
Wow, Jeff Jeffries puts a stick on number 85, the tight end Rob Fency, who that pass was intended for, and it goes incomplete, and it's 2nd and... Edison back up to the line. He sent a wide out to the right side. That is number 11, Doug Bainan. Milwaukee back to throw again. Looking over the middle. Incomplete. Underthrew his intended receiver, Doug Bainan, the wide receiver here to the halftime. A fumble on the snap. The ball's loose. And I do believe that quarterback John Milwaukee was able to fall back on it, and he did indeed recover his own fumble. It's a loss on the play back to the 32-yard line. Right, rather. Back to throw is Milwaukee, looking for Bainan. He instead throws over the middle. Incomplete. Intended for number 42, Brad Hatchkin, and the Saints will take over on downs, and Santa Maria. Saints up to the line, first and 10. De Guzman wide to the right side. We'll see how Santa Maria plays it here now in the waning seconds. Dugren gives the ball straight ahead to the fullback. I don't know if that's Ortega or Casares. Ortega, and he gets up to the 35-yard line, a pickup of 3. 2nd and 7. The clock running, 45 seconds left to play. Santa Maria has 1 timeout. I doubt they would usually go in.
They might let Eddie Johnson run the ball.
Not seen Edison as of yet. They are having an extended meeting with head coach Bill Workman in the Edison dressing room right now. They have to be a bit shocked, I would think, Ken.
They kind of probably thought they were going to...
Gus puts the penalty flag back into his pocket, and Barney Eames, Santa Maria's head coach, asked Gus, are you going to throw the second one or not? And Gus shook his head no, and Barney said okay, and he'll have a meeting on the sideline with his team now as we prepare finally for the second half kickoff.
Santa Maria might try an onside kick again, too, to start this, because they're kicking off from the 45 of Edison.
Very good point, Ken, as the rain begins to pick up again in earnest here.